Okay, some of y'all are probably wondering what took me so long to talk about this. Remember, I always say things have moving parts, excuse me, to it, and there's always going to be something else that comes out about it later on, and then that reduces the time or amount that I have to constantly do update videos, follow up stories, and everything like that. But shout out to Seiji Hito because he's one of the few people that I follow who's actually been really keeping up with this story. He's already made like, I want to say 2 or 3 videos, maybe 3, about this story right here that is absolutely disturbing. And let me tell you right now, the women in this car, especially the one right there with her mouth open and the one in the red, definitely qualify for Straggtales Hall of Shame for sure. So basically what you have is that you have this guy right here who is an Uber driver, and he basically was doing his job, and he had those 3 right there acting belligerent. Now the one in the middle, who I think is the only black, well, I can't really pinpoint the one in the red, but the one in the middle is like she was the one that was more reserved and everything like that. But I'm not going to let her completely off the hook because she could have found a way to stop her little ratchet friends from doing what they did. But they got upset about, the mask thing. And the one right there who's sitting behind him, she basically coughed on him. She coughed on him and she tried to take his phone. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this audio because I'm sure many of you have already seen the video. I'm going to play this audio and you can hear the exchange.
You don't talk to my property. You don't buy it. You don't buy it. I bought it. I work hard for it. So, put it like this. Are you stupid? I only have to do something. I told you to get out in the gas station. You didn't.
Okay, so in case y'all didn't, I'm going to give you a play-by-play of what happened. So, like I said, this one right here was upset because he told them to put on a mask. So she started getting loud and belligerent with him. She basically started to cough on him, which is just as bad as spitting on someone because you're spreading germs. Then you had the one right there in the red who was another strag, and I believe her name is Malaysia King. So this is a double header right here. Both of them are 24. The one who did the coughing, her name is Arna Kimiai or whatever it is, and the other one, her name is Malaysia King. So the Arna chick, she coughed on this man. Then the Malaysia chick, if you heard it, she says, "And I got corona." Then she started coughing. She did that, and then the Arna chick, she reached forward and grabbed this man's phone off of the thing that you hold, when you put your phone on the little dash. She grabbed and snatched his phone off there. And when he reached to try to grab his phone and get it back from her, you had Malaysia, the one in the red, say, "You bet not hit her. You bet not hit her." Like as if he wasn't supposed to get his stuff back after she just grabbed his phone off of the dash. As if she was supposed to just walk away with his phone. But see, this is typical strag behavior. Like there's so many charges that are going to come from this. It's not even funny. As a matter of fact, I think that both of them were arrested, if I'm not mistaken. I'm actually gonna read a couple of articles that goes along with this story. Now, one of them was posted on March 13th, 2021, which was today as I'm recording this video. And it's about the Malaysia King, the one in the red. It says, suspect in San Francisco Uber assault held on identity theft charges in Las Vegas. Identity theft charges, y'all. It says a woman wanted in connection with a videotaped assault of an Uber driver was arrested in Las Vegas while allegedly attempting to use a fake ID to illegally withdraw funds from a bank account. So this heifer right here has a criminal history, apparently. The legal issues for 24-year-old Malaysia King now include ID theft charges in Nevada. Detectives CBS affiliate KLASTV 8 that King was arrested on March 9th after she was caught along with another man allegedly attempting to use a fake ID to transfer money at a Bank of America branch. Metro police responded to the Bank of America near Rancho Drive and Charleston Boulevard just after 3 p.m. on March 9th. Once at the scene, officers detained a man later identified as David Lewis, along with King, for trying to take over a bank account with a fake ID. Workers reportedly notified police immediately after noticing that the ID and bank card represented by Lewis and King were both fake. According to the arrest document, Lewis told officers he was coached by King on what to say with bank personnel to complete the transfer. A San Francisco arrest warrant had already been issued for King for her sole role in a March 7th assault of an Uber driver in San Francisco. She faces charges that include assault with a caustic chemical, assault and battery, and conspiracy in violation health and safety code because she yelled out that she had the virus and coughed. Even if she didn't have it, she yelled out she did and then decided to spread her germs. A second woman, 24-year-old Arna Kimiai, who is the one right there with her mouth open, remained at large early Saturday, although her legal counsel has told San Francisco police that she intends to turn herself into the authorities. An arrest warrant has been issued. The two women were passengers in an Uber driven by Subhakar Kadka when a confrontation erupted. The incident was captured on an in-car video and has since gone viral. KPI X5 first reported on the story Monday night. In the video, 3 women are seen in the backseat berating the driver using profanities. At one point, the woman now identified as Kimiai, who coughed on the driver, also ripped off the face mask he was wearing. Kadka said he had pulled over to tell the women to wear face masks, and the driver is telling the women to get out of his car. The video begins with one of the women telling him F the mask and then repeatedly coughing at him. Both Uber and Lyft have banned Kimiai in the aftermath of the incident. Uber has also issued a statement early Thursday evening thanking the police department after the arrests were announced. We thank the San Francisco Police Department for their swift action. Uber does not tolerate racism or hate or any form against any community. When one community is being attacked, we are all being attacked. We are all shocked and saddened by the recent increase of anti-Asian hate. That's the part that got me right here. Let me stop right here. They did not attack this man because he was Asian, or it was because anti-Asian hate. And that's something Seiji Hito pointed out in his video. They did not attack this man because of his ethnicity or his nationality. They didn't attack him because of that. They attacked him because they were ratchet and they didn't want to follow the rules. That's all it was. Not one time did I even hear them say anything about him being, Asian or I hate Asians and everything like that. But that's more propaganda that the mainstream media is putting out there. Now, if anything, that Arna chick, she called him a B-A-N-word. And she's not even black. I heard that clear as day come out of her mouth. Kimiai also posted a video from her perspective behind Kadka, where she claims he tried to get her and her friends to exit his car while on the freeway. Her Instagram account at Keeping Up With Foreign, the fact that she titled her name Keeping Up With lets me know that she's a Kardashian fan. Posted a series of videos that appeared to precede the incident on Sunday, but the account has since been made private. They probably went on her ass. Kimiai, I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name correct. To be honest, I don't care. Also, apparently posted a video on social media in which she expressed some remorse for her actions, but continues to rail against and blame the driver for ending her ride and demanding her group leave his vehicle. In that video, Kimiai threatens to sue Uber and ends the video by saying, "That's why I take Lyft." It is amazing how she says that, but Lyft banned her too, dummy. While an arrest has been made, SFPD officers said the case remains an active and ongoing investigation. Now I'm going to pull up another article that has recently come out about this Arna chick, because something else has come out, and this article too was posted on March 13th. It says Uber woman Arna Kimiai sued over 2019 car crash. Other driver alleges serious injuries. The woman who filmed herself driving 122 miles an hour, that is fast, last summer, and who coughed on and attacked an Uber driver last week, has another vehicular mess on her plate. She was being sued over a 2019 car crash. So you got to think, she's had 3 incidents in 3 years. 2019, 2020, and now this. According to legal docs obtained by TMZ, a woman filed a civil suit against Arna last month, alleging Kimiai made an unsafe turn and struck her vehicle in LA. The woman accusing Arna of negligent driving and failing to keep a proper lookout for the other vehicles claims she suffered serious injuries and is dealing with pain and suffering to this day as a result of the wreck. She's suing Arna for damages, medical expenses, and loss of earnings. As we have reported, Arna is also facing possible criminal charges over the recent altercation with a Bay Area Uber driver who recorded the incident showing Arna and her friend assaulting him. Arna coughed on the guy and ripped off his mask, and she expected to turn herself in to police for the incident. She was also banned from Uber and Lyft. And then there's this. Arna posted a video of herself last June behind the wheel of a McLaren sports car in which it looks like she hits 122 miles an hour on the freeway while recording it. So she has a history, like basically these two right here had a history of crime before this incident. You had one who was engaging in identity theft, and you had another one who is just bad behind the wheel of a car and just bad just in a car, period, apparently by her behavior in this. Now, I wonder if that's why she's not even driving at the moment. Maybe because she has something like a license revoked, or she just can't drive because she's reckless. And you can tell she is. And I'm not even going to ruin y'all ears any further by having to listen to some follow-up videos that Seiji Hito did about this chick in particular, the Arna chick, walking around in her house in her bra and panties, talking about what happened and cursing up a storm and trying to sound like she's from the hood. Listen, I know a faker when I see it, and this woman is as fake as a $3 bill. But this is typical ratchet strag behavior that you unfortunately had to witness. Like, when I saw that video, I'm like, they are disgusting. Like, coughing on someone or spitting on someone is like the ultimate form of disrespect. And then she reached forward and took his phone and ripped off his mask. And then the Malaysia chick gonna act like, don't you dare hit her. Shit, and what was you gonna do? See, if he had a piece on him, if he had something in his hand or on him, it would have been a wrap. And he would have been well within his rights, because that would have been self-defense. He had every right to defend himself. But this is like I said, this is typical strag behavior. And I have not done a Straggtales in a while. What a way to bring it back into the fold after not doing it for so long. I got a 2-for-1 special. I don't know exactly where to pinpoint that middle friend, but I don't trust her either, because she allowed her 2 little pals to do what they did. So she's in the same boat. If I had her name, it would be a triple special. But unfortunately, I don't, so we're just going to have to settle for the 2 main ones. But hopefully, and you can tell by this picture, this guy right here is stressed. He is stressed. He's over this. All he wanted them to do was put on the mask. And they act like they could not do that. That's all he asked, was to put on that mask. But a strag is gonna strag. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you have not done so already. Make sure that you text the number that is pinned down in the comments below, so you can receive notifications every time I upload a new video.